Hello everyone, it is TooAwesome here with another video. Now, I know I am late to this show, like really late, but whatever, I still thought I would talk about it, and I mean, better late than never, right? So, without further ado, let's review Marvel's What If. What If is a superhero fiction anthology series released on August 11th of 2021. If you don't know already, which I doubt, but anyway, Marvel's What If basically follows a Watcher. Now, a Watcher is this cosmic being who basically, just as the name implies, watches. And through this, we are able to follow the Watcher and see these vast realities and different universes throughout Marvel. Now, leading up to What If, I can't say I was super hyped, since, like I've said before, I'm kind of burnt out with Marvel recently. I mean, I still haven't even started Hawkeye, so I wasn't really overexcited for a new Marvel project at that time. However, I did know that there was hype surrounding it, and for good reason. The mere nature of this show allows for it to do a crazy amount of things, and well, the possibilities are limitless. So obviously there was going to be hype, and even when I started to get ready to watch this show, I began to feel the hype surrounding me, coursing through my veins and electrifying every fiber of my body. Vibrant imagery, am I right? But the show left me feeling kind of disappointed. I mean, it was alright, but I knew to lower my expectations after the first episode because, well, I mean, it just felt safe. And a lot of these episodes were, with the occasional interesting one. The Doctor Strange episode was good, the Zombies one was pretty good as well, but that's mostly because I have a connection to the comics. I'll speak more on that later. And well, Ultron and the finale were cool. But other than that, the rest of the episodes were really iffy. That was not a pun. Anyway, the rest of the episodes seemed pretty bland and uninspired, only really changing minor things in the stories. I mean, some were interesting in concept, like the Killmonger episode or losing the Avengers, but they just seemed okay. Like, it wasn't really anything special and didn't leave me thinking about it much afterward. And that's so sad because this show just had so much potential, like actually limitless. They have hundreds of comics to choose from and so many characters to play with, and they somehow ended up with boring episodes like Thor partying or Captain Carter becoming Captain America. Like, come on, you can do more than that. And even when they did experiment with really cool concepts and ideas, they still somehow managed to ruin them. The Marvel Zombies comic was one of the first comics I ever read, and I have a real sentiment towards it. And in that comic, it's really gritty and kind of introspective at parts. Yet here, any attempt at an emotional connection or really anything to do with the actual tone of the apocalypse is wiped clean off the face of the show and replaced with semi-crappy humor. It's not to say I didn't enjoy the episode. I mean, it's still probably one of the top 3 for me in the series, but come on, it could have been so much better, and a lot of these episodes could have been a lot better. But I'm just kind of tired of beating a dead horse. You kind of get the idea. Now, when I said it wasted its potential, I was kind of lying. Okay, sort of lying. See, it didn't completely waste its potential. It actually had moments of being really good. For example, the finale was actually pretty crazy and really saved this show for me. Because, bro, let's be real, that was insane. When you know who broke down that fourth wall, I mean, is it really even a fourth wall at that point? I don't know. But when that happened, I literally went giddy, bro. Like, I was geeking. It was insane for me. Easily the top moment in the show, and definitely watching the show entirely just to get there because, wow, bro. And I mean, this is what the show can be doing. The entire finale is the peak of what this show is and should do. I mean, it comes together pretty nicely as well, which is actually kind of cool because it was very splintered, obviously, by its nature, but the way they tied it all together, it was pretty good with the whole team up. And well, Ultron carried, but the ending for the show was truly great, and a good ending can either make or break a show, and it definitely elevates it, that's for sure. And the animation was alright. I mean, nothing special, but it did have its points of having these really awesome shots. I mean, some of the cinematography was great, and I'd say there was at least one really good shot per episode, so be on the lookout for that if you haven't seen it already. Overall, I think the show was alright, but it definitely could have been better. And if it wasn't for the finale, I'm not sure I could even recommend this show to you. But there are some cool stories in here, even with their flaws, so most likely you'll find a couple of them to enjoy. So overall, Marvel's What If gets a 6 out of 10. If you're a really big Marvel fan, I'm sure you'll find something to enjoy here. If not, you may be able to skip this. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments of your own, make sure to leave them down below. Trust me, I read them. Also, look at this graph. Okay, but as always, stay awesome. TooAwesome, thanks for watching.